Welcome to Aqua Dragon Light for the full moon in Aquarius overview. It's a look at the opportunities present in this supermoon. It's a powerful time of looking back and releasing forward. This is a full moon reflection because moonlight is just sunlight anyway. Going to bring in some spirit. Welcome, All Mother, All Father, angels, guardians, guides, ancestors, all those of goodwill, you are welcome here. Be with us now. Today we're going to look at my Aquarian deck. This is the very first deck I owned. I bought it when I was 17. We're going to use the majors. I have them pulled out here. Here's the Fool. This deck is a very stylized deck, reminiscent of the era of the 60s, well, really 70s. We're getting a little bit more into the 70s with this. I bought it early in the 70s. Some of you will remember some artists that reminds you of. I have laid out the Moon card, the World card, the Sun card, the Star card, and the Magician here initially because the Sun is a star. It is the star that belongs to this planet. And the World is always opposite the Sun. These two are across the chart from each other always. It's a very important card. It's sitting with the moon right now, and that's what makes a full moon. The Sun is over here, and the Earth sits with the moon on the opposite side. And this planet, our planet, it has the gift of creation, the gift of manifestation. And it's why we have things that grow, and plants and animals and people that can reproduce. That's why we have creativity, because literally the light of creation was given to the star, which is our sun. It shines upon the earth and it makes things grow. And that also gifts us the right to be co-creators in this time frame. We have the right to use the gift of creativity. And in everybody's chart, there is a point that says what your special gifts in that area are, what your best ways of being in using your creativity are, or making manifestation are. That's not something I'm going to go into right now, except to tell you that in everybody's chart, there is a point that says this is where you manifest best. So some people it's water, and some people it's speaking. It's an element generally, sometimes a combination of them. We are going to pull a few cards, just a few. I'm going to do this first, though, so that you can see this beautiful piece of artwork by Lauren T Furey. She has allowed me to use that today. She is a mixed media textile artist. Does beautiful things with really super quality silks, fibers, and cottons, wools, and all kinds of things that she added, buttons and rhinestones, and there's little G clefs down here. This piece is in honor of and in connection with Tret Furey's newest CD, her 18th CD, Lavender Moonshine. And Tret Furey and Lauren Furey are my friends. And on my channel, you can see Tret Furey, Lauren's wife, Tret Furey, singing a couple of songs. She was live near me recently, and I went and did a home style hold up my phone video of a couple of her songs. She's graciously allowed me to use them, so you'll be able to go to the channel and look them up. These are oracle cards from the Moonology decks, Moonology Oracle and Moonology Messages. I like the Moonology decks a lot. And I have pulled them out because they speak to the full moon. This one says, show the moon the real you. That's really important. We'll get back to that. Supermoon, emotions are running high, you may have noticed. Surrender to the divine in the full moon. It goes along with this, show the moon, show the world the real you, but you also have to surrender in order to do that. Full moon in Aquarius from the other deck says be real. And that's very important because this is a time of being real. This is a time where it's important to recognize what is real. I'd like to leave one of these out, but we are low on space. So, in astrology, I'm going to bring in another visual aid here. You know, I love these visual aids that are like really low tech, and you will not be able to see all of this. But I'm going to set it here so that you can take a screenshot if you want. These are my notes, okay? I'm not going to be able to go over all of this with you, and it would take too long if I did. But this is the 11th house. It is the house of Aquarius. Here is the sun, and here's the moon, and here is Earth. Moon with the Earth in the 11th house. 11th house is ruled by Uranus, ancient ruler Saturn. Uranus is sudden change. Saturn is cuts away that which is not whole, brings to you that which will add to your, create integrity. So the house itself, the 11th house, everybody has an 11th house. This is a natural houses chart, so it starts with Aries and it goes around the chart and ends with Pisces. But in your chart, your 11th house could be anything. It could be self-care. It could be work. It could be house and family, or creativity and children. So you need to go and look and see what where your sun is and where your moon is right now. One of the places you can do that is astro.com. You can just Google what's my sign, what's my sun sign, and then you'll find your moon. But for this, and that's one layer. So this is one layer that it affects everyone. So it affects everyone you meet. Grocery store, everywhere you are. Everyone is going through the things that are on this chart. In this 11th house, that's the 12th house is the end of a cycle. The 11th house is getting prepared to enter the end of a cycle. This is an air sign. This is thought-oriented. This is emotion-oriented. This one is free thinking. Aquarius is my sign. That's what Aqua Dragon Light is partly about. Aquarius, I was born in Aquarius, so my sun is in here. The sun and the moon and the earth are all, they're not all together. The moon for me is over here. No. My natal sun here is conjunct to that. So I'm getting a lot of sunlight on this moon. I'm getting even more than most people because it's aligning with my sun and it's aligning with that sun. So I have two suns shining on my moon, which perhaps is making me want to do more than I can. But anyway, your 11th house is your hopes and goals and your allies, altruism, but it's also manifestation. And over here in the 5th house, you have creative manifestation. And this is really important. Uranus rules Aquarius, but he's over here in Taurus, which is ruled by Venus, square, which means another layer of Uranus. So we're layering things up here with this energy of the light is coming from Leo and it's going into Aquarius. Over here, and this is also ruled by Venus, and we have the nodes. The south node is traveling through, helping you to release things that take away from balance. They call this the full moon of reflection to release old wounds, because there's a lot of paired elements in here that are traveling with a buddy. That this one is Mars, and then Mars sometimes can carry wounding, masculine energy. Everybody has it, and sometimes it can carry wounding, but Phallus and Chiron and Nessus and Lilith and, there's Eris rather. These are areas that carry wounds, and wherever they are in your chart, they carry wounds that in your natal chart, they carry wounds from that area. So if Chiron is in your 4th house of home and family, you maybe have difficulty feeling like you were accepted in your natural home. And that may be being called up to be looked at right now, because the point of the supermoon, with all of this layering and this fixed sign, fixed sign, fixed sign, fixed means they don't really want to change. They're not mutable. They don't want to start anything new. That's cardinal. They're fixed. They hold the line. They stay where they are, and they don't particularly want to change. Well, even if that's not you in your chart, that's the energy. So fixed energy coming from here means the light is strong and it is steady. Fixed energy here means I don't know if I want to see what I can release. All these lavender dots are telling you that there's a lot of heavenly bodies, asteroids and planets, and especially some heavy ones, Neptune, Saturn, the outer planets that are retrograde. Mercury being retrograde kind of helps that. It allows you to look back and see where these other things are looking back. A lot of these asteroids that carry pain are looking back. And the point of that is this 12th sign of emotion. There's a lot of looking back energy, because once Neptune crosses over this line into Aries, it's going to be a lot of new stuff with Pluto in Aquarius. And it's going to be a different game. So right now we have a tremendous opportunity to look and say, what do we want to release? The light here is sort of like the high beams of a parked car shining into your garage. Is that car in your chart parked in the neighbor's yard who has a dog that barks at you? Is it parked in a church parking lot across the street? Is it in a store? Or is it somebody who's got a lot of loud music that's just parked on the side of the road or coming out of a driveway and you don't know who they are? These could be different places in your chart. A sacred place, the church, a home place for a friendly neighbor, or an identity issue where you don't really know who that person is. The reason that's important is you look in your chart and find out where that light is coming from, because that light is very strong. It's very bright. It's lighting up your combination of moon and manifestation, and it's allowing you to choose new choices that will make change. You are looking back. You are forced to look back. Everyone is being forced to look back and assessing. But at this point in time, this moon, right now, you can choose different choices back in time. So you can look back in time and say, oh, wow, well, I wish that when I had done that, I had handled it this way. Or when that happened, if I hadn't let it throw me off, I perhaps would have been able to heal something there. And you can make the choice to go back in time and do that retroactively. So that's what the headlights in your garage mean. What can you take out of your garage? What is being lit up? And what can you get rid of? Because this is a time of shedding. This is a time of releasing. You can get rid of things that are tying you to old wounds. Much the same as going through your house and looking at the shelves and saying, Aunt Jenny gave me that, and I never really liked it, and she's gone, and I don't have to be tied to that anymore. This is a full moon of reflection, because moonlight is just sunlight anyway. Literally, when you're looking at a moon and it's a full moon, you're looking at a moon that is lit up because the sun is shining on it. Moonlight, it's just sunlight. And that means you have a chance to see what you couldn't otherwise see. Let's shuffle these cards. I pulled majors just to see if we could get some general idea of something that might... It's hard to shuffle, only a few cards. Something that might give us some, I don't know, a clue maybe of where a main issue might be, or a hint of guidance for somebody. Let's see what we got. We have the High Priestess. You are in charge, just as the Magician was over here earlier. You are in charge. This is your moment. You make the magic happen. 2 is a very powerful number, and it's the sun and the moon, and it's also the moon and the earth. Change is here. This needs to be changed. This is not a scary thing. This is a thing where the sunlight is coming, the fire is coming to help you see what's in that tower and get rid of it. And the devil scares people too in some places, but actually it's a choice card. This is where things, perhaps addictions, perhaps poor choices, perhaps you have been letting yourself be idle when you shouldn't be. You can always choose to walk away. This is a walk away card. You're not stuck. You don't have to stay with this between you and the moon. You can choose to change. Pull one final card here. You want to pick it? All right. You like that one? Okay. Oh, yay, we got the moon. And underneath the bottom, at the bottom of the deck, we got the lovers. That's what it's all about. It's the moon. This is a chance for you to do something in this full moon that you will not ever have quite this much power and authority to do again. I pulled a goddess for you. And I got the butterfly maiden. Transformation. You are experiencing enormous change right now, which brings great blessing. She is very, very beautiful. I will hold her up. You can see her. She is flying. All of her releases away. Rainbow. I pulled a Louise Hay Power Thought card. The point of power is always in the present moment. The past is over and done, and it has no power over me. I can begin to be free in this moment. Today's thoughts create my future. I am in charge. I now take back my own power. I am safe and I am free. And I will tell you that we are next. This is where we have come from. We came from the Leo moon, new moon in Leo. We came from that. And now we're on the opposite side with full moon and Aquarius. Before that, we came through last quarter moon in Scorpio. Reveal what needs to be seen. We went through that. And now we are at the full moon in Aquarius. Next, the next new moon will be in Virgo. New moon in Virgo, we're going to go through the first quarter moon in Taurus before that. And then the new moon, that's release control. The new moon in Virgo says, trust that all will be well. I'll be doing another video for the new moon in Virgo. I may do something before that. I have one that is Fix My Shoes. If you haven't seen it, it is about a dream. And I recommend that you do check that out. Also, the Tret videos, Tret Furey videos, as I said. I want to mention 27 because on this chart, and do it very quickly, on this chart, back here, 27 Earth, 27 Moon, 27 Uranus, 27 Sun, and 27 Vesta. Vesta is sacred, things that are sacred to you, and it's sacred dedication. She is connected to Virgo, where service work is commonly undertaken, but Vesta can be a sign coming with this sun that this is a sacred moment, and you have a sacred opportunity that's layered on as well. But the 27s are another layer because the 27s in numerology are angel numbers. They say you're on a path of self-discovery and spiritual growth, and you can bring more balance into your life, and you can become more actively on your life path. It urges you to trust your intuition and follow your inner guidance, and reminds you possess the wisdom and knowledge needed to navigate life's challenges and make choices. You can Google that. You're going to find it if you Google it. I don't make this stuff up. You just got to live it. I am going to close with that. I want to keep this short. I am a student of many things. I am not an authority. If something here resonates with you, I am grateful, and it is here for you. I do this for myself in the hope that it will bring some light to someone else who needs it. So if my little ability here to give you sunlight, my little sunlight on your moon, allows you to see something and release it, I am very grateful to have given you that gift. And if you need a miracle, then I am leaving one here for you. We're going to close out. Light some sage. And everybody take a deep breath in, a deep breath out. All Mother, All Father, bright beings, guardians, guides, ancestors, everyone who came here today to help us in this viewing of options and choices available to us right now, we thank you. You have our gratitude. Go if you wish, stay if you will. It is my mission to move forward on my path. I hope that everyone has been able to have a chance to move forward on theirs. I declare that this is so and that it is in process. Thanks for stopping by Aqua Dragonlight. If you wish, leave me a comment, leave me a like. I am very, very small, so you can subscribe if you want. But I do like to hear from you. Thank you. Thank you, Lauren Furey. Thank you, Tret Furey. Thank you, Deity. Be well.